Alright, in this part I got 4 different shapes here, and all 4 of these shapes can be converted into a certain object. And what can that be? They all can be converted into a circle. And I'm going to select the increase smoothing over here, and usually you got to click it twice before it starts activating it. So we're going to start with a triangle. As you can see, it's into a circle. I'm going to select a square here, increase the smoothing, and that turns into a circle. We'll select the next one, move that one over here. That one turns into a circle. Now we had 4 different shapes, all end up being converted into a circle. Here's another option you can mess with. We're going to go over the smooth here while we got a triangle here, a line. And we got some options up here. And we're in edge point mode. You can go to edge mode or whatever you want and see which one does which. And you can mess around. This is kind of experimental of what you can do. It's like select one to have an effect, select it again to put it back the way it was. And we got some of these options here. We'll go ahead and import that. And we'll just go to the line tool and we'll switch back over to the smoothing. And you can see the effects here. Now remember how it's got the S look here? Now if I just go ahead and validate that, I'm going to go ahead and copy that and paste that. I'm going to set this one to the side here. So we're going to select this here, and we're going to, like I said, you can mess with each one of these to see what they do. So I am going to validate it. And we're going to do this one, but we're going to use the increased smoothing. As you can see, pretty much the same results. Here's a little tip that you can manipulate a line, and we're going to use the interpolated curve. I'm going to click here, and click here. As you can see, we have a curve option down here in dynamic geometry, so I'll select it, select the stretch tool, and auto select. So if I select the edge, as you can see, it gives it some weighting. It kind of makes the line appear as if it's got a soft selection to it. And if I select the point, as you can see, we got some weighting here. Okay, now I'm going to select the polyline, and I'm going to be using this with another tool, and for this to work halfway decent I need to have some kind of curvature to this line rather than one axis. So I'll select here, and I'll just keep on drawing a path along right like this, and we're going to go to the Utilities tab, and as you can see, I'm going to Utilities tab, and I'm going to be using this deformer here. But as you can see, I have no options. If I even use the tweak option, I have no curves down here to edit. This is unlike this one here, as I got a curve option to edit. So I'm going to select this line here, and I'm going to go to the bend deformer, and now you can see we got some options to manipulate the line here. And what you can do all kinds of little neat little things with it. That's just another way that you can adjust these lines. Alright, we're going to use the interpolated curve, and there's some options. We're going to set it to 1. I'm going to click around on this object here, and we'll just move our way around it. And we'll close it right there. As you can see, we got two different shapes, and one's got way more points than the other one does. And when we subdivide it, as you can see, I was trying to stay in the line of the previous one there, and let's go ahead and increase the smoothing. As you can see how it resembles the other shape. So that's kind of how the interpolated curve works. And we'll decrease the smoothing as I kind of stayed in with the shape there. Then when I came out and increased the points, it tried to help maintaining the same shape. Alright, I'm going to show you how to straighten out a line, which is pretty simple. We got a polyline. I'm going to do a couple clicks here. And if you can see on the manipulator here, I got this little cube. I'm going to pull on it up and down. As you can see, the axis over here is the y-axis that is moving. So all I need to do is zero that out, and the line will be straight. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 points together, and I'm going to add thickness, and this time I'm going to be adding 2 lines together, and this one is going to be in the center of it instead of either the front end or the back end. So click here. Now I'm going to tap my space bar so it's in one axis and it's pointing directly into the other line. This is going to help out later on. If I for some reason clicked over here and offset it, might have a problem. So it's something that you'll have to play with to see it's better for you. So I'll click here. Then after that, I can pretty much click anywhere I want to freehand click, and validate there. Now I'm going to Control A to select both the lines, and then I'm going to add thickness. Now as you can see here, let's look at the as you can see, I got some good edge flow, and this one here, the line's going down directly into here, and these are all flowing together. I'm going to be using the Boolean operation, and it's going to be removing some of these lines, and I want you to pay attention directly on this line here, which I will be needing later on. So with that said, we'll select the Boolean operation, select here, and select the union, and validate it. Now that line is missing. I'm going to need that line here to help keep this geometry together, and when I use other tools on it, so it don't mess up. So we'll select the edge here and loop it, and vertex and use the, let's get this across here just a little bit. Let's zoom that in and let go there. And I want to go ahead and just average weld this to make sure everything's working. Looks like I have a slight pinch, so I don't look too bad. Now I'm going to use the slice tool, and we'll just go ahead and add one here, here, here. Validate it, double check it again. As you can see, sometimes when you use this slice tool, and you always, when you use another tool on this, it's got a habit of screwing up, and this right here got a pinch. So either I didn't weld it right the first time, or the slice tool messed up and made it do that. So let's check it again, and there the pinch is gone. And now you have one solid object.